heard you. Did we talk absolute value last year? No. Anybody? Did we talk about absolute value? No? Good. This will be something very exciting for you. The absolute value sign is a very, very unique one. It is just simply this. Straight up and down parallel lines with something in between them are the absolute value signs. And I read this, here's what I would say. If I said this to you, I would say this is the absolute value of -2. That is how you say this. The absolute value of a -2. Or, if you saw something like that, that would be the absolute value of 7. That's how you would say that. Now, what does absolute value mean? Technically, in the real world, the absolute value of something means its distance from 0. Now, I'll explain this, and it's nowhere near as complicated as it sounds when I do this. Looking at -2. If I have a number line, here's my 0, correct? Here's -1, here's -2. The question is, how far is -2 from 0? What is the distance from here to here? Now understand this, and this is where a lot of people get confused here. Distance can never be negative. You can never walk a -5 miles. Okay? Even if you are driving in reverse in your car, if I drive from Cross to Yorkville in reverse, I have still gone 4 miles. I haven't gone -4 miles. Okay? I'm not in the whole 4 miles. I don't have to make up those 4 miles to get home or whatever. Okay? Distance can never be negative, so the absolute value of -2, the distance between 0 and -2 equals just 2. Okay, the absolute value of -2 is 2. You can get rid of this whole thing and change it just to 2. The absolute value of a +7, you think about it in the same way. Here's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is the distance from 0 to 7? That's a tough one. Distance, how many units from 0 to 7? Jacob? 7. So this is the caution part of this. People see this and they think that the absolute value sign changes things to its opposite because it just happened to do it there. But that's not the case here. Absolute value signs just make things positive if they're negative. They stay positive if they're already positive. They don't do opposites. They just make it positive if it's negative. And that's where a lot of people kind of go wrong. They'll put -7 for this, and that's not true. So we're going to do a bazillion of these just for fun to get you there. Absolute value of -8. What do I keep doing? Absolute value of -8. Absolute value of 15. Absolute value of -2. Of -3. Of 6. Of -12. There could be no easier thing than absolute value. What is the absolute value of a -8, Christine?
8.
There you go. You can cross this off and just give me a normal 8. What is the absolute value of 15? Alex? 15. Not -15, just 15. Absolute value of -2, Peter?
2.
2. Absolute value of 6, Christian?
Yeah, 6.
Is 6. Okay, don't think opposites, just think it's positive. Absolute value of -3, Gary?
3.
3, and absolute value of -12 is 12. This ends and concludes the test of the National Broadcast System. Oh, they might ask you a question like this. write two numbers whose distance from 0 is 6. They're just trying to get you to think in absolute value terms. What two numbers are 6 units away from 0? If you're thinking of a number line, what number is going to be 6 units away that way, and what number is going to be 6 units away that way? Your two answers would be, Evan,
6, -6.
6 and -6, yeah. The book likes to get you to think in some off-track kind of ways there. What else did they ask us here? Nah, I don't think anything else. Don't forget when you see negative numbers, as a little caution,